Hey guys, it's been a fucking while, hasn't it? Okay, so it has literally been 9 months since I uploaded a video, and in that time, four major things have happened in my life. One of which is like a key component to the whole ordeal, so I'm gonna keep referencing it, and I'm sorry if I keep referencing it, but I'm gonna keep referencing it. Okay, the first major thing that happened is like a huge deal for me, and I'm gonna try not to delve into like my mental health too much in this video, but I turned 18 and I never saw myself even getting to 16 at one point because I was so like upset with how my life is going. We'll get back into that a little later too. But even since I was in like 7th, 8th grade, and like the bad part only started when I was in 10th grade. So like even for like 3 years before that, I was like upset, depressed, and I never saw myself getting to 16. So to get to 18 was like huge. It was like, yes, I made it. I'm an adult now. I can vote, which fuck that. Fuck 2016 on the political stance. We're not going to get into that right now, but yeah, I could vote. That was cool. I was a legal adult. In my county, we have a mall that has a pet store where you have to be 18 with ID to hold the puppies. So you bet your ass on my 18th birthday, I was at that mall holding a puppy because I had my ID. I was ready. The second thing that's like major that happened exactly a month after my 18th birthday, and that's that I graduated high school. Like, hashtag graduated, which is, it was surreal, again, because I never saw myself getting to 16. I didn't think, obviously, that I would get to graduate, because you don't graduate when you're 16 or 15 or anything. You graduate when you're 18 or 17 in some people's cases, at least in America. It was great. But it was also very terrifying, and we'll get into why it was terrifying a little bit later in the video. Everything is later, later, later. But yeah, later. The third huge thing to happen in my life is that I got into college, and I didn't do the right thing, guys. I didn't apply for colleges my senior year of high school, which is fine if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to go to college, if you're not ready to go to college, that's you. You do you. I keep clicking this pen because it's like a nervous habit of mine, so if you're annoyed by that, I'm sorry. I also have like a list here that I'm crossing things off of because I've tried to make this video like 4 times and I'm trying to be organized about it. So like, check, 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 check with the pen. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about the pen. But yes, I got into college. I applied for college after I graduated high school. So I'm starting college in the fall of 2017, which is this year. So I'm starting college this fall, this upcoming fall, which is a year after like most of my friends went to college after we graduated, let's be real. And that's cool. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of all my friends that went to college. I'm proud of my friends that immediately went into the workforce. I'm proud of my friends that went into the Air Force, Navy, Army, Coast Guard, all of that. I'm so proud of all of them. I'm proud of all my friends that chose to do what they want with their lives. I'm proud of all of you guys, and I love you guys all so much. Yeah, that's not what I chose to do, though. I chose to take some time off to clear my head. We'll get into that later. Again, so, like I said, guys, this one thing is huge, and I'm gonna keep referencing it and referencing it and referencing it. But the title of this video is Living for Myself. When I was 15, I met a dude. And this dude will remain nameless because our business, while I am publicly broadcasting our business, I'm not going to say his name, so anybody who doesn't know us won't know who we're talking about. I pray that he never sees this video, but if he does, we don't have contact anymore, so what's up? How you doing? You unfriended me on Facebook, you unfollowed me on Instagram, I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I met this guy when I was 15, he was 17, we're only a year apart, but just how our birthdays fall, it's like a year and a half apart, but when I turned 16, he was still 17. We're not, like, ages apart. We're a year apart. We were a year apart in school. So we had, like, this 3-year, and when I say 3-year, I mean from December of 2013 until November of 2016. So almost exactly 3 year on and off again toxic relationship. A lot of this is on me because I kept letting him back into my life when I shouldn't have, and all my friends were like, you shouldn't do it, don't do it, Jillian, just don't do it. But I don't listen because I'm one of those people that, like, you tell me not to do it, I'm gonna do it. Which sometimes isn't really a good way to live your life, depending on the circumstance, because if your friends that are, like, telling you, don't do this, he's just gonna keep hurting you, you probably shouldn't do it, I guess. I don't know. But I don't listen. I'm awful. I'm sorry if you can see that mess over there. I'm a mess. So yeah, about 2 weeks after my 18th birthday, he decided to come back into my life again after not talking to me for almost 6 months at this point. And I wasn't with it, guys, at first. I was like, no, but then he just keep walking his way back into my life, and eventually I let him back in, which was dumb. It was really dumb. He kind of ruined my high school graduation because he said he was going to be there, and then he wasn't there, and blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Just a bunch of empty, broken promises, as usual, from Mr. Yeah, just Mr. Douchebag. By the way, I'm sorry if you can, like, see, like, the camera moving, and I know you can. I have my elbow resting on my knee, and I keep, like, hitting my knee. I'm gonna try and stop, because I'm not playing with the pen, so I have to hit my knee. I have to move around. I'm a very physically, like, I like to move around when I talk, I guess. After we got back together that time, we cooled it for like a month, and then in July we were back together for like maybe a week and a half, maybe like 2 weeks, and then we called it off again until like November, and that literally only lasted 2 days, and at that point, I'm done. I'm just so over it. There were a lot of contributing factors in this relationship that I'm not going to delve into, because that's wrong, and that's more his personal life than mine, and I'm not here to put his personal life on blast. I'm only here to put, like, the part of his life that included me on blast, and we had some great times together. He's my person. He's always gonna be my person, guys. But it was just so toxic for 3 years. My friends, when I finally ended this, they were like, welcome back. Like, the friends that I had since I was in, like, 5th grade, some of them 9th grade, like, they were, like, lifelong friends of mine, and they, like, didn't recognize me like most of high school because this person like changed who I am. Some of it for the better. I have a lot thicker skin now, but some of it wasn't for the better. Like when I met him, I was like 125 pounds. By the time I graduated, I was 175. So I gained 50 pounds from like stress eating, and like I probably did need to gain some weight, but not 50 pounds, and I was so unhappy with myself, and I'm actually back down to, like, a comfortable, like, more healthy weight. I feel a lot better about myself now, which is all I can ask for. I'm sorry I keep cutting off this side of my face. That's how I usually take pictures, because I'm one of those bitches that takes half a picture of my face. And I'm also sorry this is, like, all over the place. I'm making this, like, an unedited video because I think I'm being, like, very real with this right now. But, yeah. So after, like, the July breakup, I actually was like, you know what? I'm gonna live for myself. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go out with my friends. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna make myself happy again. And I did that, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that. Still, to, like, this day, it's only been 6 months. I don't know what I'm talking about still to this day. I'm very proud of myself for all the progress I've made in my recovery over the last 6 months. I'm a lot happier now. I am a lot more confident now, I guess, which is why I actually got the courage to upload this, because I'm like, I look good. You might not agree, but I think I look good. Fuck yeah. Confidence. I'm sure in like 2 years I'll look back on that and be like, what is that makeup? What is that hair? What is everything about her face? But right now, I'm happy. I'm really happy. And it's like the happiest I've been since I was a freshman before I met this person. And like I said, my friends were like, welcome back, we missed you. And that was like a big eye-opener for me. That these people that I had known like most of my life, like most of my like adult life, adult, meaning like when you actually start to form like meaningful relationships with people. They missed me, and I didn't realize that I had changed that much, but looking back on it now, having changed again for the better, I realize how much I changed in those 3 years that I was in that toxic relationship. I missed out on like a lot of stuff I really wanted to do during high school, which I won't name really because looking back on it, it's not that important now, but in high school it would have been cool to like be a part of like clubs and stuff or like do musical, which would have been great because I'm a theater major. Going back to the college thing, I've decided not to major in music business. I'm going to major in theater, which is going to be awesome because I've been a singer my whole life. I've been a dancer like most of my life, and I've always just been like really artistic and really like I'm really physical, you know. I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited to start college in the fall. But to bring up the topic of this video, living for myself, I started living for myself, and I want everyone to do that in 2017. The last 6 months of 2016, for me personally, not including any of the bullshit that was happening around the world, not that it doesn't matter, because it definitely matters, but me, in a personal, like, on my plane of, like, existence, it was amazing for me to like branch out, try new things, do new things, meet new people, do things that I've always wanted to do. And I'm gonna consider it like one of the best parts of my life. Right after high school. Which a lot of people like get into a depression after high school. I didn't. I did for like the first month maybe because I was depressed over this toxic relationship again. But after that I was like, no, I'm gonna do me and I'm gonna be happy. This video is about to be 12 minutes long, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Fuck 2016 on like a global scale, but for me personally, like I said, it was great. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this video really unedited. I'm not cutting anything out. It's already like almost 12 and a half minutes long at this point, probably. I'm gonna try and do YouTube, I think. I think I'm gonna do this. Like I said, I have a pretty fun friend group now. You can tag along with us, see all the debauchery we get into. Gesturing around to nothing. Still clicking the pen. This pen goes everywhere with me because I'm like one of those people that like writes things down. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try the whole YouTube thing. I'll try to be consistent with it. I'm not a very organized person in my life. I'm kind of just very spontaneous. Like, I decided to do this video very spontaneously. This is probably at like 14 minutes now. I don't even know. I'm just gonna say bye. I was wrong, it was at 13 minutes. But still, I need to say bye. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to comment. I'm gonna read every single one of the comments, if I get any comments. But yeah, feel free to subscribe. I'll link my social media down below. Hit me a message if you ever want to talk about anything. And thanks for watching. If you watched, stay cool, live for yourself, do your own thing. I love you guys.